Happy Saturday, fish keepers! We're kicking it old school with the square window mug. We're going to do a limited release drop of these mofos. If you want to get on the wait list, hell, hit us up with a heck yeah in the comments. Damn, that feels super lame to say. Anyway, what are we going to do today? Today's journey inside running a tropical fish store, we will be doing absolutely this. There's plants that I said I was going to look at the other day. About 3 days in now, so we're going to get this done. As it is spring, they are beginning to spring. Plants are just beginning to grow a little bit better than what they were. I quickly gave them all a wee squirt yesterday with a little bit of water, so they'll look a little bit moister. But we're going to probably trim some up, bundle some up, that kind of stuff. I found it quite interesting that in the Cymbulia tank, there's a patch there of burnt bits directly under the light, so the light's obviously too strong for it. Anyway, I'm going to pull apart these, clean them up, probably pull some bunches out, maybe send away some lucky dips. Still don't really know what I'm doing with these monstrosities, it's hideous. We've got the 3 Idiots Talk Aquariums podcast stuff to set up. The way it stands, we're going to be talking about plecos, baby! Hell yeah! By the time you watch this, the poll will be closed. We were running a poll on our YouTube channel about what the topic was going to be. It was 4 or 5 topics that were brought up during last week's live stream that the viewers said they would like to talk about. We chucked it in a poll. So far, why a pleco's God's gift to aquarium keeping is going to be our topic, and I love it. And I'm going to try my hardest to keep it on topic so that bald bugger has to talk about it the entire time. I've also got the Fanatics Friday coffee date to set up. What have we got this week? Lowell's fish breeding. Something along those lines, Lowell's something or other. Let's double check that, eh? I was right, Lowell's a fish lab, or on Instagram, Make More Fish. It's basically YouTube or Instagram accounts, whatever you want to look at it, dedicated to breeding tropical fish. I have watched many of their videos when I've been trying to work out how to breed something. Incredibly well articulated, incredibly well recorded. I'm looking forward to it, so if you have any interest in breeding fish, that one's going to be a cracker for you. Once 3 out of the 4 lights pop on, we'll be doing water changes on the end tanks and through the better rack. If you watched yesterday, you'll see that I did water changes in through here, so I probably don't need to do that today, but I will reassess that anyway. Like I said, that one has decided it doesn't want to be running, so we'll have a wee look at that as well. But these should be okay as far as water changes go. I may or may not still do that, but we'll see how we go. And also, as we can see, that's the light on. I was meant to do the frogs yesterday, clean up their vivarium, anyway, the frog enclosure. I just didn't get around to it, so there's a bit of pile of junk that needs to be taken out through there. So I'll get that done, I'll get them fed as well. And I think that will probably take up the best part of our day, give or take, I reckon. So it's about 7:45 now. I'm going to make another coffee. I'm going to sit down at the computer, smash out some emails, smash out some social media replies, that kind of stuff. I'm going to chuck on Graham's quiz because I really enjoy that from Aquarium Adventures. It's become almost like a Saturday ritual for me. I'll jump on the computer, get my email stuff done, have his quiz going in the background, have a wee chat. I thoroughly enjoy it. It makes me feel like I can become a hobbyist again, if that makes sense. It's interacting with hobby people, not the businessy building type of stuff, which I really enjoy. Helps me get grounded, so I'm going to get that done, and then we're going to chop into these plants, hopefully before I get to cricket. Because I got to the algorithm engager quite late yesterday, we're going to head out nice and early today. This is where I ask you a question, and I don't hide the fact I'm asking you to help me game the YouTube machine. I ask you a question, you answer it in the comments. It's nice and simple. While you're at it, we like the video. Also, might as well subscribe if you like what it's like to running a day in the life of, or learning what it's like to run a tropical fish shop. Anyway, I digress. Every Friday on the Fanatics Friday coffee date, we ask 6 questions, a quick score of 6. So I thought, why not ask you guys? So the first one that we always ask in the school of 6 is, in a coin toss, would you pick heads or tails? For me, tails never fails. Give me your tails, baby. That is my call. But what about you? Doing a coin toss, what would you call? Heads or tails? Let us know in the comments down below. Thank you very much for helping the Fanatics Friday coffee date be shown to more people. I can assure you we have some amazing guests coming up over the next couple of months as well. back into the video. And I give you the non-working line. Ooh! Did we all just see the 3 red terrors in there? Oh, wow. If I sneak up to them. These guys are more freaking elusive than plecos at the moment. I can see one. I can see one. Hardly ever see the little shits. They just don't come out. I don't think having them on a black background is very helpful, but yeah. Anybody who's looking for a fantastic new wet pet that likes to beat the shit out of everything, we've got you under control here with some red terrors. Okay, so the tanks are looking relatively good. Nothing too drastic to kind of worry about. I don't think this. Oh no, it's still running. This one wasn't definitely working yesterday. It's still going now, so it's cool. So the only tank I think I really need to worry about, trying to make sure we're kind of humming along. This one might be a little bit dodgy as well. It's definitely this one. All the rest of them seem to be going okay. And most of the bottoms of the aquariums are looking alright as well. So might do the odd spot, real small spot clean in a couple of them, but nothing too drastic when it comes to the main sales tanks. And I forgot also put some panda guppies on the other day. They're quite a cool little guppy. Sun is most definitely not out, but the sign is it's 10 AM. Let's get it on. Okay, so we've got the glass off of the plants. Sunset polysperma. It's one that gets absolutely gorgeous and pink under decent lighting in an aquarium. Red hygrophilia, red hygro, was going quite nice until I squirted it with water. Crypt cordata looking absolutely lush, just taking its time to grow. Baby tears and the Amazon sword in the back corner there. This takes off as we get warmer. It's already beginning to. Crypt wendetai, I believe. Rotella rontifolia changes total different colour when it's grown submersed. And blue hygrophilia. So these are the dirt, most of the dirted ones, and as you can see, they actually grow quite well with the dirt. Up here we've got Ambulia, growing really nicely again in dirt. Nice and thick, nice and lush. Quite a bit of a lawn going on there. A little bit of burning going on from under the direct light, like I said earlier. Water wisteria, and as you can see, obviously there's lots of duckweed going on here. The wisteria is going quite nicely as well. I'm going to give all this a bit of a trim and replant. And then we get to our liquor ball type situation. So this is hating life. And I'm adamant it has to be just these stupid balls. Because none of these other tubs have got anything like this. So this is where I was growing my Java ferns. So through here. It's cool, there's a Daphne in here. Anyway, I was growing Java ferns, but it was hating life because of the algae. There was some Anubias in here. Now we just got algae. And some Anubias and algae as well. So I'm 99% sure that this here is the cause. I could probably correct it by doing lots of water changes. Or I could just clean it all out and dump it. And pull all the decent bits of Anubias out, which isn't much. There's also some more Anubias up there, I think, before. Maybe not. Anyway, that's where we're at. So I do think that this is a better option. This dirt, soil stuff. But yeah. Here is my little project that is making me zero money and cost me lots on the way. But I do like growing plants, particularly crypts. Crypts are absolutely my jam. What's your favourite sort of aquarium plants? Crypts for me, Anubiases, Java ferns, and sword plants are my main interest when it comes to plants. But what about you? I can see over here. More Echinodorus, more crypts hanging around, Java ferns, a couple of random lilies. Ponogetons, there's another Echinodorus in there. And the Anubias. None of these tanks are anywhere near enough the attention that I should be giving them. A little bit of Anubias gold on that, I think, from memory. So I mean, I don't really give any of these anywhere enough attention than what I should. It's what it is, unfortunately. Case in point, SpongeBob suck. Just got myself ahead of the curve again for Monday. Plant orders, it's going to be a really weird order week for these. We've not got a lot of plants to water. Enough to get from probably one supplier, but there's some suppliers that don't have all of these, so a little bit of dilemma there. but also some of the plants have been ordered we've already got sitting in stock, so even less that I need to order on here. So it's going to be a little bit of a dilemma on that. Like, I can see at least 2 or 3 of these orders straight away, maybe 4, that I can completely do. I can pack up and do on Monday without even having to order these. So it's going to be a bit of a dilemma. So hopefully today and tomorrow is really plant heavy, and we sell plenty of plants online, and then I'll be able to bulk up my plant order, because it's insanely expensive. Insanely expensive to get boxes of plants into me. We're looking at sort of $30 to $35 a pop. So I've got to justify it by buying the plants at the same time. So yeah. And like when we look in here, red hydrophilia, which I've got out the back, Richosporus bronze, which I've got in the display tank, stargrass I've got over there. I don't have any marble queen swords. I've got Java ferns in through there. I've got Anubias nanas in through there. I've got glossostigmas there. I've got cardamine down there. I don't have any lilies, don't have any oxygen. I've got some oxygen weed, actually probably enough oxygen weed to be fair. I've got mare's tail over there. I think I've got a couple of red blood wig ears hanging around, so like a lot of this, here we go, some red blood wig ear there. So a lot of this order is almost already sitting in the shop. Don't have any gold leucemia, which I think is commonly known as creeping Jenny, so there's very little. So fingers crossed we can sell some plants over the next day and a half or so to make it kind of worth my while, or we're going to have really heavily stocked plants in the shop because I'm going to have to buy some to make it work. So I'm going to think of something a little bit different in here now. Plants still. I've just hooked out all the algae out of this one, left this one, but I've taken the light off over it. So I'm theorising that these lights are pretty intense. They're twin T5s, they're pretty intense. Plants are growing fine. Over here, you see nutrients. Take the light off these. Java fern grows fine, very low light conditions. Anubias grows fine under low light conditions, so I wonder if I just leave them, put the glass back on top of them, leave them, how that will affect the algae. It'll be a constant photosynthesis period when the lights are on in the shop and lights are off in the shop, that kind of stuff, so I'm going to think we'll play around with that. Now these guys I'm also going to leave as well. There's not too much I can do, they're not really big enough to trim just yet, so we'll leave them as well, but go for a slightly new plan of attack in through here at least. And while I'm here, update on the BBA. Again, it is changing colour. It's not intensely pink, and I can definitely see it changing colour in my eyes. Not so much on the camera, but that's where we're at with that. I think the light on the BMW tank is going, so let's check that out too. Must have only just cranked on. Visually, it looks like it's dying off way more intensely or faster in BMW, as we can see there. So we'll get some more in and we'll see how that continues to track. And an update of our flower. I'd like to see some flowers soon, but it's growing nicely. Nice and tall. It'll turn into flowers and into plantlets in no time. I keep saying that, but I want it now because I keep saying it. Anyway, we'll chop on. And just while I'm here, the Crypt Blassie is looking very, very nice today. Lovely crypt. Not that common here in New Zealand. A very nice one nonetheless. I believe this one isn't the variant, but there is a variant that gets that absolutely gorgeous pink colour through it. This one definitely isn't, but I wish it was because I love it. And here's some sunburst. Hydrophilia, polysperma, sunset. It's not getting the nutrients it needs to go pink. Proper pink with little tinges of it through there, but it gets a gorgeous pink colour in the right conditions. Water changes underway. A little more drained up. In the refilling stage now. Got that bad sad working well. Got my big long metal probe out. Probed the machine, and she's cranking. So half an hour, 40 minutes time. We're going to be all done in here. Good times. Water those words, Cameron. Water changes complete. Time to get some live stream stuff ready. First and foremost, we'll get the 3 Let's Talk Aquariums podcast ready to rock and roll. Update of the hospital tank. It appears to be holding water just fine. It's a good start. Doesn't seem to be anything down there. A lot of water stains. Take that as you will. Just leave it obviously over the weekend. Sorry for the noise. Saturday afternoon, so we'll come back on Monday if we're still at that point. I think we're safe to say it's holding, it's something to do with the filtration leaking and stuff like that.